Hey everybody, time for another comics review. I have here Unearthed #1. This is a reprint from something that came out this summer. I don't know how I missed it, but I did. I thoroughly enjoyed this first issue. It has sort of a similar theme to some other comics I've read in the past few years. I just reviewed Undiscovered Country, where they were sort of an alternate futuristic America, and they're dealing with a plague of some kind. And this is sort of the same thing. There's this unknown plague that our heroes, quote unquote, are trying to deal with here in the first issue. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I really like the art. It's kind of cartoony and non-realistic, and that's kind of fun sometimes, especially when you're dealing with maybe more gross subject matter. As you kind of see, the disease doesn't exactly do pleasant things to the human body. It's following, it also kind of reminded me of Revival from Image Comics, which was a series running. I'm not sure if it's still running or not, but I read like the first 8 trades or so, and I was thoroughly enjoying it. I'm not sure exactly why I stopped reading it. Anyways, I really enjoyed Unearthed #1. I'm going to look for this on a trade paperback or something. So if you're interested in superhero comics, kind of sci-fi, fantasy type stuff, you might want to check this out. The other thing I'm going to review today is The Dark Knight Returns, The Golden Child. This was written by legendary writer Frank Miller. And even though I enjoyed the story overall, I actually kind of thought this was kind of a weak book from Frank Miller. It was heavily political, which I read comics to sort of get away from real world stuff. So I found that a little off-putting, the sort of real world politics that were in the comic. The writing itself, the dialogue, again, I felt like it was a little weak. Not his strongest showing, for sure. The art is kind of up and down. There's some pages where it's like, oh, they didn't spend too much time on this page, and then other pages where there's amazing detail. So anyways, this one just came out. This is Black Label DC, Dark Knight Returns, The Golden Child. I think this was just a one-shot, so don't feel bad if you miss it. It has all these female protagonists, which I don't care what gender any of my superheroes are. And that's not the political stuff that I was talking about. It has Darkseid and Joker teaming up with a politician who's obviously a mockery of Trump. Which, I don't like Trump either, but I don't want Trump in my comic books in any way, shape, or form. So again, I felt like it was just sort of a little weak, kind of low-hanging fruit to have Joker and Darkseid teaming up with a despot-style Trumpian, leader. It's just it didn't really turn my crank. Like when I read comics, I don't want to think about politics whatsoever. So, anyways, if you really, really hate Trump, maybe you'll enjoy the book. I don't know, but I'm sure it'll have some collectability just because it's Frank Miller. It does have a $5.99 price tag on it, so if you want to skip this one, I would advise it. Anyways, thanks for watching. We got some more comic reviews coming out, and of course, the Electric Church podcast should be coming out soon. Thanks for listening.